Good morning. When I did my RYA Helmsman's certificate course, it was obvious from the outset that there were a number of issues that would be very specific to a craft like this one and operating it on my own. So I very quickly made some adaptations to the boat and to the way it was handled, particularly with health and safety in mind. As I embark on a journey on my own from Shardlow Marina to Langley at the end of the Erewash Canal, I want to draw attention to the particular practices that may be helpful to a single-handed boater and the things to look out for. Before I leave the marina this morning, there are some things I would like to point out. Firstly, I'm wearing a life jacket, and that's for two reasons. Leaving Shardlow Marina, you have to travel on the upper Trent, which is very wide and can have strong currents, and there are a few places to pull up if anything goes wrong. So with this in mind, I keep the jacket on until I get onto a canal, whether I've got a crew or not. And if I'm on my own, I tend to keep it on throughout. Some of the locks will be deep and in isolated areas, so in the unfortunate event of a slip, why make it any more difficult for yourself? Once you get used to it, you'll hardly notice you've got it on. When I'm operating the boat on my own from the skipper's seat, I want everything close at hand. Things like my grab hook to wrap around a bollard or a lock ladder, much simpler than a rope. I switch on 1446 radio on channel 8, which many boaters use. This one has a 12-kilometre range and it may be of some use in an emergency. My mobile phone is in a holder on the dashboard just above the wheel, and on it I have the River Canal Rescue app, which sends out an SOS signal at the touch of a button and also gives my current location. From the outset of my adventures, I rearranged the ropes on the boat. It has 4, 2 from the bow on either side and 2 from the stern on either side. The 2 bow ropes are threaded through rings that I have screwed to the sides of the boat, creating middle ropes on both sides, and this means I can tie the boat up without moving very far. I wanted to eliminate the need to walk down the gunwales, as on a light craft like this there is a tendency for it to tip. Particularly important when on rivers, I can operate the release of the anchor from inside the cuddy by unclipping a small device, which can be done in seconds and in safety. The life ring is in easy reach of the skipper, as is the electrical cutout, battery switch, gas tap and fuel cutoff. I left Shardlow Marina, travelled down the upper Trent, through the Sawley floodlock, past Sawley Marina, down the automatic lock at Sawley, and I'm now about to make a left turn under the bridge to enter the start of the Erewash Canal at Trent Lock, and the first thing I am faced with is a lock. Having moored up, I want first of all to go and look at the lock to see if it is set, if there is any assistance, and most importantly, as a single boater, where the lock ladder is that I'm aiming for, as I'm going to have to climb up it or down it. This may determine which gate to open. When I enter the lock, I need to land the boat next to the ladder. I don't want to let the boat drift about too much in the lock chamber, so I tie a quick release hitch lock to the top rung of the ladder so I can pull the boat in later. The key thing is not to rush, be harassed by other people, and to be gentle with the opening of paddles, particularly the top ones. As the lock is filling or emptying, I keep an eye on the boat to see what is happening to it. Having left the lock chamber, I pull up, go back and close the gate and any paddles, and in the case of the Erewash canal, lock the anti-vandal covers.